Let's lift the hood on Slicks from Codemasters. Another well-marketed inlay marks the new release. But to be fair, the game did arrive fashionably late to the party in the Commodore 64's twilight days of 1992. We're going to check out some multi-directional scrolling overhead races in a game which boasted a full Grand Prix season spanning 6 international circuits, practice mode, qualifying laps and even 2-player racing. On paper, it's a champion, but did it perform when the rubber meets the road? The solo game was dangerously addictive. Well, from a personal perspective at least. You slide into your car, eyes glued to the red starting lights. The second they flash green, it's finger to fire button mayhem as you rocket off the line, leaving behind a trail of tyre smoke and shattered egos for anyone bold enough to compete. Your car's got some serious zip as you whip it left and right to hug the smooth scrolling track. But you also need to be careful, as overcooking a corner sends you wide onto the grass, where your speed will take a nosedive. Clip the tyre wall and it's game over, with a dramatic spin-off worthy of a Hollywood stunt driver. The stress of commuter driving is perfect training for the totally chill and laid-back world of Formula 1 racing, said no one ever. The best game plan is to warm up with some laps on 6 of the world's most iconic circuits. Then dive into a full season, where you'll be up against 5 other maniacs in cars such as the Williams, Lotus and McLaren amongst others. The game gives you a top-down view with nice small sprites zipping around a smooth scrolling track. Your car stays in the centre of the screen, so at least you've got a vague idea of what corners are coming up next, sort of like a racing GPS, but without the passive-aggressive recalculating. At 200 miles an hour though, you'll need lightning-fast reflexes if you hope to navigate those turns without either losing speed or launching yourself off the track into a tyre wall, or into the path of the other drivers. You need to keep your eye out for arrows on the track, which sometimes help you know which turn is coming next. Doing well in races earns you championship points, but winning can be tough. This is where the game's brilliant challenge feature comes into play. Before a race, you can challenge any of the other 5 drivers. Beat the driver you challenge, whose car would be flashing, and hey presto, you swap cars for the rest of the season. It's always worth challenging the next best racer every time. The problem starts when anybody in a worse car than you actually challenges your good self. There's always one persistent offender. That, if they win, means you've got to do some serious work to get your car back again. Beating a higher powered car takes some doing. Your opponent will have more speed on the straights, so time must be made up with efficient cornering. Excitement is added by the way you can usually bump your opponent on the starting grid, zoom way ahead, with him eventually using superior speed to catch you near the end of the race. You then need to do lots of defensive swerving and barging to stop them getting past. Controlling the cars is pretty straightforward, but takes some good micromanagement to control. Fire accelerates, left and right make you go left and right, which is trickier in the cornering. The cars slip and skid round bends, but if you're smart, you can cut the corners altogether. There are loads of buildings, trees and other things to avoid, but it's quite possible to tear across acres of grass and car park to get onto the track much further up, although this is not recommended. Slicks has also got a brilliant 2-player mode, but even racing against the computer cars is fun. Tough, sure, but worth the effort, and is a surprisingly solid little racer. The game runs smoothly with responsive controls and decent speed. The first time you play, you'll probably crash more than a demolition derby contestant, but after a couple of laps, you'll know the track like the back of your hand, making life in your racing car a lot less chaotic. Definitely worth a few hours of your time. Get it fired up and give it a whirl. Thanks for watching guys, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and do be sure to share your experiences with this game if you got around to playing it back in the day. Had you already migrated over to the Amiga, or even a console by 1992? I'd be interested in hearing about it. Also, for more nostalgic games that are guaranteed to bring back a million memories, head over to the multiple playlist of the channel, where you can find games based on genre, year of release, or even the software house and publisher, so you have more chance of finding games you may have even forgotten the names of. Stick around for more content by smashing that subscribe button, and once again, I extend my thanks to you guys for your continued support. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, bye for now.
You